Hey everybody, and welcome to day number 40 of the New England farmhouse renovation. It's been 3 days since I last posted, and we've managed to get a lot done in those 3 days. In fact, I'm coming to you from the very comfortable, newly refinished kitchen floor. Now, I know we talked about how I'm going to put new barn boards over all of the floors in the farmhouse, but the kitchen's a bit of a different story because it was renovated in the 1950s, and they put in a new floor and they leveled it at that time. And we took a look at it and it wasn't that bad. So we said, well, aside from the amber color and just a lot of wear and tear, nothing a good sanding wouldn't do. So then I set about at the beginning of this week to really sand it down and get it back to its original pine texture. And Liz wanted to use it as a test bed just to get and work out what the colors were going to be on the floor in the entire house. So this did two things for us. It really allowed us to have something to work on where we could figure out what the color was going to look like. And now that this has all been done, it's going to match the rest of the floor in the house. So this color was something that Liz came up with, and it's a mixture of white bond pickling white along with a darker Spanish oak that's brushed and then rubbed in, and it creates this wonderful just weathered look. So we got our last top coat on here, and it's a clear satin, and when you sand between each one of those layers, it just creates this depth to it and it almost gives it a shimmer. So this is got 7 days to cure now before we can put any of our appliances on it, and in the meantime we're just going to kind of like leave it here and then let it set. But it was a great little test bed, and now we know what we're going to be doing in the whole house. Yeah, so back on to what else we managed to accomplish in those 3 days since you last heard from me. Well, the entire living room now is painted. Not only is it painted, it's painted and all the outlet covers are on, and then the light fixtures are in. Well, there's no glass in this, but we're going to be moving a lot of boards in, so we didn't want to break it. So we managed to get that done and checked off the list. So now the only thing that's left in here is putting down the floor and then the trim around the windows and the mop board that's going to go along. So a lot of the stuff that we've been doing here, it just seems to kind of be going in really easy, but it's actually a lot of work. In fact, while I've been in here doing a lot of the construction and overseeing a lot of the project, Liz has actually been in the top of the barn, and here's a couple videos she's been taking, and she's been sanding down, and she's been refinishing all of the baseboard heaters, and she's been priming and painting all of the mop boards that are going to go on the floor, plus all the trim that's going to go around the windows and the doors. And that's really huge when it comes to finish time. And a lot of people will choose to actually paint their trim once it's in place, but painting it early just allows you just to do touch-up. So that's been a huge help, and she's been doing a lot of that work, and so she doesn't like to come on camera, but I want to give a shout out to her because even though you don't see her, she's got a lot of influence in here, and particularly when it comes to all the different colors and the schemes that are going on there. That's never something that I've been trusting myself with. So we can give a lot of shout outs to her for that. In the meantime, the other thing that we were looking to get done was we were looking to finish all of our mechanical stuff. So here in the hallway, we got our lights in. Well, these aren't the actual lights that are going to be in there. The actual lights are going to be pendant lights, so these are just utility lights for right now. But it's really making everything come together when the switches are working, and we've got all of our thermostats in, so it's starting to really feel like a house. And it better, because we've only got 10 days left before we're supposed to be in here. So once the floor comes in, and that's supposed to be coming in on Monday, we're going to start by laying it down in the living room. And the biggest problem we have there is that little dip that goes down. But we're going to level that up this weekend, and then we're going to put the boards in once they come in on Monday. Then we're going to continue putting the floor in here in the living room. And then once the floor is in, we're immediately going to finish it and seal it. And by finishing and sealing as soon as it's in, that's going to make sure it doesn't get stained. Because when they come out of the mill, they're actually pre-planed, so they won't need to be sanded. And it's just a bit of a time saving if we can just get the whole thing stained and in, and then sealed. And then we don't have to worry about it just getting beat up, because once it's in, then we gotta start on the stairs, and that's gonna be a lot of construction. And I know it looks like our kitchen right now, but as I said, it's gonna take 7 days for the floor to cure in the kitchen. So in the meantime, the refrigerator and the stove are hanging out here where the stairs are. So day number 40, 2 more weeks, and 10 more days before we get this thing done, or on day number 50. Even if we don't make day number 50, we're gonna keep going so you can see what it is. But that's where we're at. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please ask, and leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it goes a long way to kind of help me continue to do these videos. So we'll see you all next time.